What's up guys, this is Gerard, back to you with another tutorial video on taxation. On this video, I'm going to be talking about expanded withholding tax. So expanded withholding tax is a kind of withholding tax which is prescribed on certain income payments and is creditable against the income tax due of the payee for the taxable quarter or taxable year in which the particular income was earned. You can check the complete list of income subject to expanded withholding tax in the website of Bureau of Internal Revenue. I will link it in the video's description. Now, the obligation to withhold is imposed upon the payer of income, although the burden of tax is really upon the income earner. Therefore, unjustifiable refusal of the payee to be subjected to withholding shall be grounds for mandatory audit on all internal revenue tax liabilities, along with imposition of penalties upon verified complaint by the payer. However, if the source of income comes from a loan income payer and the total income payments is less than 250, the seller may not be subject to withholding anymore. What the seller would do is to execute an income payee's sworn declaration of gross receipts or sales that shall be submitted to the loan payer. Conversely, the buyer or payer shall execute an income payer or withholding agent's sworn declaration stating the number of payees who shall not be subject to withholding taxes and have duly submitted their income payee's sworn declarations and copies of COR. Now, in case the individual's payee's cumulative gross receipts for the year exceeded 250,000, the withholding agent shall withhold the prescribed withholding tax based on the amount in excess of 250,000, despite the prior submission of the individual's income payee's sworn declaration. Let's have an illustration on this. So, Miss Tina supplies special cupcakes on a regular basis to RPSV Supermarket, a top withholding agent. Prior to 2018, her annual sales to the supermarket never exceeded 250,000. She only bakes cupcakes upon order. The supermarket is her loan payer of income. Thus, she executed the sworn declaration of gross receipts stating that her gross expected receipts shall not exceed 250,000 for the year. However, in the latter part of 2018, the supermarket noted its purchases of cupcakes shall exceed 250,000. As expected in 2018, the total purchases of cupcakes by supermarket from the supplier amounted to 300,000. In this case, the supermarket shall withhold the amount of 500 pesos computed as follows. From the gross receipts of 300,000, we will be deducting the amount not subject to withholding tax of 250. So the income subject to withholding tax is 50,000. And then multiply it with your expanded withholding tax rate of 1%. The amount of withholding tax shall be 500 pesos. Note that the supermarket is included as top withholding agent. Thus, the rate of income tax withholding is 1% for the payments made to the supplier of goods. In addition, the withholding agent shall furnish the payee or the seller of goods BIR Form 2307. Take note that in our illustration, the income payment made is to a supplier of goods. That's why we used 1%. For supplier of services, the tax rate is 2%. Let's go to our second illustration. Mr. A pays gross monthly rental for the commercial space for his business of 20,000 pesos to Miss B. How much should be the monthly withheld and remitted to the BIR? Our computation will be from the gross monthly rental of 20,000 multiplied by the withholding tax rate on rentals for real property, which is 5%. The amount to be withheld by the payer shall be 1,000 pesos. Now, in terms of mode of filing and payment for EFPS and manual filers, you can also see this in the website of BIR. I will link it in the description also. Now, the quarterly return shall be filed accompanied by a quarterly alpha list of payees. Now, let me know if you're interested in seeing that and I'll make a video about it. For monthly remittance of withheld taxes, withholding agents shall file BIR Monthly Remittance Form 0619E every 10th day of the following month when the withholding is made, regardless of the amount withheld. For withholding agents using EFPS facility, take note of the set schedule in Revenue Regulations 26-2002. And that's it. So if you like this video, you might be interested in watching my tutorial video on withholding on compensation income. And if you found this video very helpful, please give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe for more tax videos to help you improve your skills and knowledge in taxation. So thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one.